Good morning, students. Today's test solutions. So, what are not given that I will explain. Clear. And also given solutions also I will explain which are tough. Okay. Now come to the question. Bicycle is in motion but not pedal. Okay. What is the direction of the frictional force? No, force of friction exerted by the ground on the tires. Backwards. When we are not pedaling, then friction acts opposite to tire motion. Clear? If we pedal, if we not pedal, front wheel and rear wheel experience frictional force backward direction. If we pedal, front wheel experiences backward, but back wheel experience in the back on the back wheel friction acts in the forward direction. Clear? When pedaling. If not, both are opposite direction. And then next, a marble of block of mass m 2 kg lying on a ice when given a velocity of 6 meter per second, it is stopped by friction in 10 seconds. Then the coefficient of friction is. Clear? We are asking coefficient of friction. It is stopping finally. So initial velocity u is equal to 6 meter per second. Final velocity 0 in how many seconds? 10 seconds. It is stopping means accelerating or decelerating. It is decelerating. That deceleration we need to find. A is equal to v minus u by t according to kinematics. Then this will be 0 minus 6 by 10. This is minus 6 by 10. So A is equal to minus 0.6 meter per second square. What did they ask? Coefficient of friction. What is the relation between coefficient of friction and G? That is A is equal to mu G. So, mu G. So mu is equal to A by G. A is 0.6, G is 10. So 0.06. Minus indicates here retardation. High speed, block is stopping. Now 3. Another question. Mass of 10 kg and 20 kg are connected by a massless spring shown in the figure below. A force of 200 Newton acts on 20 kg mass. At the instant shown, the 10 kg mass has accelerated 12 meter per second. What is the acceleration of 20 kg mass? One is small block is given. This is 10 kg. This connected with the spring. Another one is a big block. This is 20 kg mass. And on the big 20 kg mass object on block, 200 newtons are acting. This acceleration is given. You take it this small block acceleration is given as 12 meter per second square. This acceleration they are asking big. You take it this as A, this as B. A is small block, B is big block. Okay, if you draw the free body diagram on this is the applied force. Spring force acts in this direction, that is Kx. Okay, this acceleration AB. If you draw the free body diagram for this, only spring force acts, that is Kx. Acceleration 12 meter per second square. So Kx is the spring force. This is only accelerating. Okay. So mass of the block is 10 kg. Acceleration is 12. So this is 120 newtons Kx. Here acceleration is acting in the direction of applied force. So force F means F is dominating. F minus Kx is equal to M into AB. F is what? Applied force 200. Kx is what? 120. What is the mass of the object? 20. Acceleration we need to find out. 200 minus 120, 80. 80 is equal to 20 AB. AB is equal to 4 meter per second square. Clear? Next, fourth one. A bullet is fired from the pistol gun or simply gun. The force on the bullet is given by F is equal to 600 minus 2 into 10 power 5 T, where F is a Newton and T is in seconds. The force on the bullet becomes 0 as soon as it leaves the barrel. Then the average impulse imparted to the bullet is. They are asking impulsive force. What is that impulsive force? J is equal to Ft. Clear? Or you take it I is equal to Ft. Clear? Now, in how many seconds they are asking, then the average force imparted to the barrel. So, how many seconds it is actually? T seconds. So, 0 to T F into this dt. What is F? F is 600 minus 2 into 10 power 5 T into dt. Integration of 600 T. 600 is 600 T minus integration of T. 2 into 10 power 5. This is T square by 2. Clear? So, this is integration. We need to apply what is that? Limits. What is the T we need to find? To find the T, what did they give? Force is 0. When force is 0, as soon as the force on the bullet is given by F is Newton and T second, the force on the bullet becomes 0 as soon as it leaves the barrel. So when force will be 0, we will find out. Take it F is equal to 0. 600 minus 2 into 10 power 5 T. Now T is equal to 600 by 2 into 10 power 5. This is equal to 300 into 10 power minus 5. Or this we can write 2 zeros goes 3 into 10 power minus 3 seconds. So in this seconds force will be 0. Now T we got. Substitute here, you will get the answer. Clear? Next, a body of mass 60 kg is dropped with just enough force to start moving on a rough surface with a coefficient of static and kinetic friction. So mu s is equal to 0.5, mu k is equal to 0.4 respectively, and applying the same force. What is the acceleration? G asking us to take 9.8 meter per second square. Whenever you find this kind of questions, acceleration formula A is equal to mu s minus mu k into G. Direct 0.5 minus 0.4 into 9.8, 0.1 into 9.8, 0.98 meter per second square. Okay, next sixth one, important board of question. Sixth one, a block A and B masses A 1 kg, B 3 kg are kept on the table shown in the figure. The coefficient of friction between A and B is 0.2. Between B and the surface of the table is 0.2. The maximum force F that can be applied on B horizontally so that block A does not slide over the block B. This is MB is 3 kg and here MA 1 kg. Coefficient of friction between these two is 0.2. Mu is 0.2. Between surface of the table and mass of B is 0.2. F is the coefficient so that both the blocks will move. Okay, suppose if this moves, what happened? This experience should have put that back. That acts backwards. Okay. To move along this block, which force is responsible for this block? See, when this block moves in this direction, the tendency of the block is move back. Friction will act forward direction. Clear? So friction between A and B is acting. Clear? That friction holds this object so that this A moves on B. So we need to find out that minimum friction. That friction is F is equal to mu mg, that is mu is 0.2 into 1 into g 10. This is 2 newtons. Clear? Our minimum acceleration A is equal to mu g 0.2 into 10 2 meter per second square. Clear? If this object is accelerating less than 2 meter per second square, then this mass moves along with the B. Clear? If this accelerates more than this, then what happened? It slides down, means it moves along this, but along the B, but it will pass down. Clear? Now we are applying the force on F. So F minus total mass. What is the total mass of this? Friction acts in this direction, so that is mu. Total mass is, you take it ma plus mb is equal to into g is equal to, both have to accelerate, right? So that is ma plus mb into a. What is the minimum acceleration to rest a on b is 2 meter per second square, right? When we apply this force, it has to accelerate with minimum acceleration is what? 2 meter per second square of these two. Then F is equal to 0.2 or 1 plus 3, right? Into 10, 1 plus 3 into A. A is what? 2. So F minus 4 0.2 into 10, 2 into 4, 8 is equal to 8. F is equal to 8 plus 8, 16 Newton. Clear? And the next, 7th question is our textbook. What is that? A block placed on an inclined plane of the angle theta slides down. Then the constant speed, the quotient of friction. This is direct quotient. That is mu is equal to tan theta. It's already there in our textbook. 8th question also textbook question. Okay, 9th one. 9th one is what? A ball of mass m approaches a ball of mass capital M with a speed of 4 meter per second along the normal to the wall. The speed of the ball is 1 meter per second towards the ball. The speed of the ball after collision is. So separation between after collision is equal to relative velocity before collision is equal to, and after collision is equal to before collision, or before collision is equal to after collision. So after collision they are moving with the same direction, before collision they are moving opposite direction. Clear? What they are asking after collision velocity, they are asking what they are asking of the speed of the ball after collision. Clear? So take it speed of the ball B after collision, before collision. See, I will draw here. This is the ball, right? Ball is moving like this, ball is moving like this. And after collision, what happened? Ball and ball moves in same direction. So ball direction is already 1 meter per second. Here also 1 meter per second. This is B. What is the ball speed before collision? It's given as 4 meter per second, I think, right? So 4 meter per second. So B minus 1. These are moving in opposite direction. Then this will be 4 plus 1. Okay. Then V is equal to 6. 6 meter per second. Okay, 10th one, it's depend on according to kinematic equations. The height is equal to v square by 2g. Clear? Resistive force is same on both blocks, so they attain same height. 11th one, we'll see now. So a thin wire is bent in the shape of the parabola in the vertical plane as shown in a small bead P can freely slide along the wire. The coefficient of friction between the bead and the wire is mu. The condition that bead does not slip on the wire. Okay, they given figure like this. This equation is given as y square is equal to 4ax. Condition they are asking, right? Clear? Now, we know that what is that? Mu is equal to tan theta, right? From this tan theta, how do we write? If we take here slope, this is theta, right? This is dy and this is dx. How do you get differentiate this equation? 2y dy is equal to 4a dx. So dy by dx is equal to what? 4a by 2y. This is equal to 2a y. Dy by dx according to mathematics, what is that? Tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 2a by y. But according to our friction, what is mu? Tan theta. Mu is equal to tan theta. So mu is equal to 2a y. Then y greater than or equal to 2a y. So that bead can be rest on the wire. Right? So important model question this is. Next 12th one, direct question. It's there in our synopsis. 1 by mu k is equal to 1 minus 1 by n square. 13 also easy. 14 important. Okay, a particle of mass m is fixed to one end of the length of the light spring of force constant k and unstretched length L. The other end of the spring fixed and it is rotate horizontal circle with the angular velocity omega in the gravity free space. The increase in length is initially this is mass m, length L. When it is rotates, then what happened? Length increases. That the increase in length is x. Total length is what? Total length will be L plus x. Clear? Okay, what they are asking? Elongation x they are asking. When it is rotating, which force it experiences? Centripetal force. That centripetal force formula what? M omega square R. It is rotating with angular velocity omega. So omega. So what is the radius of this one? Elongated spring L plus x. L is the original length. Elongation is x. Okay. What is the force? What is the spring force formula? If elongated x, spring force F is equal to kx. So kx is equal to mv square omega square L plus x. Okay. So kx. Of course, this force is provided by spring force. Clear? So m omega square L plus m omega square x. What they are asking? X they are asking. So this comes to this side. Kx minus m omega square x is equal to m omega square L. You take x common, then make it x subject to m omega square L by k minus m omega square. Is there an option? Yeah, right. Next 15. When free fall, what happened? It will become 0, right? G minus A. When it is free fall, what is that? G minus A. Free fall, A is equal to G. So G minus G is equal to 0. Clear? Okay, an imaginary atmosphere, the air exerts a constant small force F on a particle in the direction of the particle motion. A particle of mass is projected vertically up with a take time T1 to reach the maximum height and T2 to reach the ground. So it's all depend on the what is that net acceleration. When going up, what happens? G acts